Good morning, everybody. It's Brandon Doherty, Delaware Weather Guy, and yeah, it's like I never left the deck last night after watching the moon did clear last night, and I was able to catch the end of it. And I believe I did leave a picture of it um, on my page. It was just ending, so you saw the edge of it was kind of dark, and then it slowly faded. So it slowly came back to full. Kind of cool, it was cool. I mean, I would have liked to seen the full thing and follow it through, and but you know, them's the breaks, especially when it comes to the weather, because it was like clear for like 3 hours prior to it, and it just sky just blackened. So can't win them all the time, but that was nice. It was, and then I was able to YouTube it and live share it, so I was able to so people who weren't, or kids that weren't able to see it, could see it. And then if you weren't, obviously nobody could go out and look at it because love it. So that is the beginning of a good um, astronomical summer coming along. All right, we have some severe weather coming. I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to be probably pretty interesting to damaging. Um, so my numbers and my data indicates that there is going to be the possibility of some strong supercells moving through. You can see the time here uh, between 3 and 5 with the general Delaware, New Jersey coast, Philadelphia, and then later in the evening, coastlines, Delaware, New Jersey, also included in that. Um, so let me just zero in on that. So there's your timeline. Okay. So let's go over the particulars. Showers and thunderstorms moving east with a cold front, and it's pretty vigorous. It's pretty strong. So, um, and this goes to show that the atmosphere, that the conditions don't have to be oppressively hot. They don't have to be 90-degree days and then diurnal heating, and then you have thunderstorms. It can happen in kind of lighter conditions. So don't always go by the time, the conditions, such as, well, it's not even 80, it's not even 90, it's not even, whatever, it's not even summer. Doesn't matter. Okay. One thing I've definitely am learning: do not underestimate Mother Nature and her. Even if the conditions are marginal, it could still happen. All right. So, what type of threat are we looking at? Wind gusts to 60 miles per hour. That is the primary threat. Is that the primary threat? Yes, it is. So, I'm telling you it is. Large hail is possible. Is it possible? Yes, it is. I'm telling you it's possible. Isolated tornadoes are possible. Is that possible, or is that just um, the National Weather Service CYAing themselves? No. Isolated tornadoes are going to be possible, and more than likely, they are going to happen somewhere in this, anywhere in that. Um, I guess it's like a sherbet color. It's like an orangey sherbet color. Okay. Timing this afternoon between 1 and 8. More than likely, if the storm, cold fronts usually move faster. So this time frame is pretty good. Let's see, where is this baby right now? Okay. So this is, it's really further back. Let's go to the surface. Let's go to the surface. Let's go to the surface. Okay. So let me go to let me update this and freshen it. Okay, so the cold front is here, but we have storms already breaking out here out in the Pittsburgh area. You can see temperatures behind it, 59, 57, are a lot cooler, you know. So you can definitely tell that this is going to be pretty vigorous because the conditions are ripe here right now. So, and let me, I mean, I don't want to show you this to heighten it, but I show you this to kind of, tell you where my numbers are at. Okay. So here's what I don't like about this sounding. You see, this is the level of free convection. So if the storm, if the lifting of the parcels of air exceed what we call the LFC, the level of free convection, okay, its temperatures are going to stay environmentally warmer when they should be going cooler. So you have this level of free convection where the air just rises and rises, and it doesn't stop until it gets well past the jet. So this is, you have skin. What I would call this is skinny Cape. This area, you see where the blue line is, and the green. Anywhere you see this kind of, that's called skinny Cape. And usually it's skinny Cape when you look at this and you're looking for severe weather. Some people are like, well, it's not that, it's not a huge amount of. Doesn't matter. It does not matter as long as you have some Cape. The ball game is still on. Okay, so and here's how it's proven. Tonight around 6 o'clock, the Cape numbers are 2,230 joules at the surface, and up at the mid layers, anywhere between 1,000 and 2,000, in the mid layers. So the atmosphere is primed. We don't have to worry about that. Another worrisome number for me, some people have, they look at different things and they have their thing as to what worries them. Okay, this lifting index is quite high. It's quite high for this time of year and this time of season and for this type of system. So a -7, that's a high rate of instability. As long as you have it, you have to have three things: instability, you have to have lift, you have to have moisture. Okay, so that that criteria is being met. All right. Then there's a whole bunch of other numbers, but then another number I looked at, shear. Okay. What time is this? This is 2100. All right, let me go back. Okay. Sorry. All right. Let me go back to. Oh, I probably updated it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was on a roll there and I just I stopped. Okay. So, actually, no, let me go back to the one I had. Yeah, because I updated it. So, see, sometimes I confuse myself. Okay. So, these numbers are for a May May 16th. These numbers are quite. So you have our lifting index. So we have our lapse rates. Another number that's scary is they're at 7.6. They should be at 6.5 or less. These are at 7.6, 6.7, 6.8, 6.7. So little skew, little high. Let me also tell you another scary number that I don't like. See, everybody has their thing. Somebody may point out something else that I don't, and say that that's scarier looking than me, or that doesn't scare me. This is the ship number. This is hail. This is a hail parameter. So anything higher than 1 indicates large hail. So if it does hail and the conditions are right for it to hail, they could be larger than golf ball size. So you need cars, insurers beware, you're going to get a lot of calls tomorrow. Oh, let's see what else fun numbers there are. Not numbers, but this little storm slinky over here looks like a storm slinky, doesn't it? That's kidney bean shape. Don't like it. That's not good. The photograph usually, this is in between. This is not an exact. Yeah, the photograph doesn't scare me as much as this. That tells me that the angle, and then you have the S angle, which is not so bad. But and then, well, the sounding that you're looking at always indicates the possible severe weather, tornado. What does that mean? Well, it means that the conditions present, according to this data, means statistically that the probability of a tornado is there. Let's just leave it at that. Okay. So, and then you have your analogs going back a few years, and they're back on the 15th of June in 91. We had 2 3/4 size hail. We had a supercell, and it was weak. And then we had another event on this, and it was nothing. So those are the few numbers that kind of worry me. All right. Now, in the end, could it just be strong wind gusts and severe wind and rain and hazard? Yes. So let's all go back to this picture. Okay. No, not that. Let's go back to this picture and say that the timing this afternoon into evening between 1 and 8, more or less between 3 and 5 in the greater Delaware state area, and then down to through the coast it'll get through by 8, 9 o'clock tonight. So all that saying is today is a severe weather day. I would rate it as high, and just beware. And I'll probably be on around that time to tell you what I see and what's going on. All right. So prepare as you would. Now this would be between drive time home primarily. Again, stay where you are. Your choices are stay where you are. Go out to dinner somewhere. Go shopping somewhere for an hour or two, and don't if you're driving and it suddenly bursts with bad weather and hail and stuff, pull aside, get out of the way, stay where you are, pull into a parking lot, stay where you are, tell people where you are, and just do the smart things. Don't try to drive through blinding zero visibility. Do not try to honk the horn and tell people ahead of you to go faster. Do not drive through water. Do not drive through standing water. There's going to be probably more than likely, if this is going to happen, there's going to be flash flooding. So rain's going to come down hard and fast. You're going to have piles of puddles all over the place. If you see a decent sized puddle, do not go through it. I'm telling you, folks, people with SUVs and four-wheel vehicles try to plow through these. All you need is 2 feet of water, and it'll stop anything cold. Okay, don't do it. All right. So those are the logical things to do when we have these severe weather threats. Okay. If you're at home, take down deck furniture, objects that can fly and that can get loose and such like that. Normal stuff, but do not panic and do not worry. And Just go with the flow for a couple hours. All right. That's my message to you. I repeat, this is, the Weather Service is kind of alerting us to a high severe weather day, and I totally agree with their outlook. So I'm right there in step with them, and I think everything they have on this page is logical, and it's what it could be. All right. Brandon Doherty, Delaware Weather Guy. I will be back later, maybe in the afternoon, with an update if I see any significant changes. But I definitely will be back this afternoon between 3 and 5. Brandon Doherty, Delaware Weather Guy, saying adios.